So this video might be a little bit different than the videos I normally do, but as you guys can see right now I am in the Gizmotech Discord server, and I would like to actually go ahead and talk about a very interesting topic today, which I do believe would have a lot of impact on the game. And that topic being is the fact that the influencer perks, or even the ability to become a content creator as so in War Tycoon, has become significantly much more harder. And today I will actually be talking about this and going through the whole entire story about this. So anyway, settle up, because I do have a few things to go ahead and say. So ever since like a year ago when I first started posting War Tycoon videos, the requirements for actually being able to become an influencer were very low, because I believe I just needed to hit 1,500 subscribers and I needed to pretty much average like 1,000 to 2,000 views a video, which by the way was actually a very small number, to be totally honest with you. However, as the years actually have went past and etc., the requirements have really been increased into a lot more. I believe in when it used to be around 2,500 subscribers like a few months ago, and then it has been increased once again. I believe ever since I became influencer, the requirements immediately got increased, and then today, or actually a few days ago, it has been increased once again. I would like to actually talk about this and talk why this is not a good idea, not a good decision that was made by Gizmo or even anyone that's in charge of this. Like, just look at these crazy requirements for YouTube. Having over 5,000 subscribers, 10,000 views on at least one War Tycoon video, and to average 4,000 views a video. If you guys, I have to be honest with you, but these are absolutely crazy numbers to go ahead and ask from small content creators. So recently, one of the bigger War Tycoon YouTubers, RutikV2, has actually been accepted into the content creators program, I guess we can say, and the reason being is because his overall average views and the amount of subs and etc. and how fast he grew was actually a lot bigger and faster than a lot of the other content creators, which by the way is very good and great for him. But the difference is that he, as a content creator, he actually knew what he was doing than a lot of other people out there, and that's actually what got him here very much quicker than a lot of other content creators. And if I have to be totally honest, the fact that every single time a bigger content creators does actually enter a program, the requirements seem to always be going up and up, and in reality the game's views as a whole are actually not going up just as much, if I'll be completely honest with you. Like, these higher requirements in a sense are also just discouraging newer YouTubers from actually wanting to make content on the game. Because to be totally honest, when I do scroll through the War Tycoon official page, there is almost no content creators that are actually making the content in the game, except for like Zalex, me, and Rutik. And then there isn't really much more people actually doing any videos on this and etc. Which does actually, oh yeah, Xyronics, it does actually kind of suck in some kind of way, because in reality there is this really underrated content creator I also have to show you. Like, for example, here we have ourselves Pingu, and he's actually one of my favorite and most unique content creators out there in the War Tycoon community, and he's been doing this thing for at least a year now. Actually, let's take a look. Yeah, he's been doing this for at least a year, and then still until this day he hasn't actually gotten into the requirements, because they have been constantly because they have been constantly going up higher and higher to the point he cannot even get into it. And another thing I also want to talk about, and the very interesting thing that I have actually noticed is the fact that the content creators which are actually making content on this game for fun and ain't really doing it as a job or anything like that are actually kind of being punished from making content. Because the thing is, the most unique content creators are always the ones that are not going to be doing it super consistently. Those are the ones that actually do take much more time into the videos they make. And realistically, all these new requirements that are constantly being increased at the end of the day is just discouraging so many content creators from actually wanting to start the content in the game. And if I'll be completely honest, I feel like the reason why this was also done is because the developers are kind of scared that stuff is going to be getting leaked. But no matter what, stuff is realistically going to be getting leaked. There's not really a way to go around that and stop it. People are going to get banned because of it. And realistically, this constantly actually being increased is actually discouraging the more content creators which are doing this thing much more passively from actually making content. It almost feels like all of these requirements are made for professionals to literally join War Tycoon and just make content on the game to gain the game as much attraction as possible. It feels like the smaller creators are really being underrated here, and they're not really being treated with as much respect as they should have. Anyway, this is my personal opinion about it. I really hope that the requirements will be dropped, because at the end of the day, War Tycoon, even as a game, is actually missing so many creators, and there's barely any people actually making the content on the game. And the reason being is because of the fact it's also very hard to get into the influencer, but War Tycoon does also have some of the weakest YouTube stats I at least noticed from a lot of games their size. Anyway, that's all I have for you guys in today's video. I just wanted to get off what I had on my mind, because I find it quite important for me, but also quite important for other creators. I would love to see a lot more people out there, but stuff like this, it's really making it impossible. Anyway, Gizmo, I hope you take this into consideration. If you'd like to talk about it, then feel free to reach out. Anyway, I'll see you guys next video. Have a great rest of the day, and thanks so much to my channel members.